Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. So, today we'll start with a new chapter that is Midgebill the Otter, written by Gavin Maxwell. Otter is a carnivorous mammal, and it's a story about how humans form an inseparable bond with animals over the time. In this chapter, the author developed the bond with an otter that is a carnivorous mammal. Gavin Maxwell was a Scottish naturalist and author best known for his non-fiction writing and his work with otters. Gavin Maxwell lives in a cottage in West Highlands in Scotland. When his dog Johnny died, Maxwell was too sad to think of keeping a dog again, but life without a pet was lonely. As you all know, that owning a pet is a lifetime commitment involving considerable responsibility. So Maxwell, after the death of his dog, decided not to keep the dog as a pet, rather something else. And when he got the opportunity to make Otter as a pet, he grabbed that opportunity and made an inseparable bond with it again over the time. In this lesson, the author tells us how his life changed after he decided to domesticate an otter after he lost his pet dog. He takes us through his journey of adjusting, playing, and traveling with Midgebill, the otter, from Iraq to London, and how during his journey he developed an inseparable bond with it. So, the lesson tells us about the great concern of a human being to the animals. The otter was a kind of unknown animal to the author initially. When it first came to him, it looked like a small dragon. In the beginning, Midgebill showed no interest in Maxwell, but later on he started showing interest in him, and they were actually enjoying the time with each other. So we can say that it was a kind of animal which has great understanding of the humans. In the beginning of 1956, the author was in Iraq. One day on the way to Basra, he casually mentioned to a friend that he would love to have an otter instead of dog as a pet. So the chapter tells us about his pet. After the death of the dog, he thought to have another pet. And when in 1956 he decided to travel to southern Iraq, he saw some Arab people having an otter over there. And he also thought to have of having an otter, and he confessed one of his wish to his dear friend that he would love to have an otter instead of dog as a pet. A few days later, the author got an otter from his friend. Two Arabs brought it for him in the sack. So when the author confessed one of his wish to his friend, he decided to actually made him brought a otter, and that was in the form of present in a sack. And at that time, the narrator decided to name it as Majbul. The author stayed in Basra for a few days. Very soon, the otter became very friendly with the author. It loved to play with the water all the time. It played with the rubber ball also. As you can see in the picture as well, that otter was actually enjoying the time in the water. It was actually having a joyful experience in the water. The author named his otter as Mitchell. He made for it a body belt. He would take it on a lead to the bathroom. There the otter would go mad playing with water. It could even turn the tap and make the water flow at full pressure. So when the otter was actually enjoying the time in the water, it the narrator was extremely surprised when he found it struggling with the water tap, and it had learned how to turn on the tap and used to spend most of the time playing with the rubber ball and the marbles. After some days, the author has to come back to London. The transporting of Mitchell became a problem. British Airlines did not permit animals on its flights. Another airline agreed to take the animal if packed in a box. So, as he was staying in Basra while he had for too long, and when he decided to move back to London, the problem that arises was that none of the airlines were allowing the transportation or transporting of an animal. So he decided the author had to choose a different flight that allowed animals on board. As a result, Mitchell was packed in a box of its size so that it would be easy for him to take it back to the London. The author made a small box for the otter. He had to face a lot of difficulty and it made him late for the plane. While in the plane, the otter escaped from the box. There was lot of hue and cry. At last, the otter came back and settled on the author's knees. So, when he was actually traveling to the airport. The time was passing by, and he managed to hire a taxi. So there was only 10 minutes in his flight. So he sat on the back seat of the taxi and placed the box on his lap. Somehow he managed to catch the flight and he boarded the plane. Air hostess was also very friendly with him, and she allowed the narrator to place the otter on his lap. But as soon as the narrator opened the box, the otter disappeared in the plane. This frightened the passengers, but the air hostess again helped him to find out the Mitch bill again. After an eventful journey, the author and his otter at last reached London, where he lived in a flat. The author spent most of its time playing with its toys. Sometimes the author took it for a walk. He would take it on a lead as if it were a dog. Opposite to Author's flat, there was a primary school that had a low outer wall about 30 yards long. The author would jump on it and go running all the length of the wall. Different people made different guesses as to what animal it was. They would say it was a baby seal, squirrel, a walrus, a hippo, a bear cub, or even a leopard with spots. Very few people had ever seen an otter. They were filled with surprise on seeing such a strange animal. One day, a laborer was digging a hole in the street. Looking at the author's otter, he exclaimed, "Here, mister, what is that supposed to be?" So while the author was having actually a great time with the otter. They were actually enjoying the company of each other. They had formed an inseparable bond over the journey, how the author adjusted the otter in his life, in his day-to-day activities. So all the people in the London, they were quite amused after seeing that strange animal. So they all were guessing that it might be a baby seal squirrel, a walrus, a hippo, a bear cub, or even a leopard with spots. So people over there, they had never seen such a strange animal. So that is why one day a laborer was digging a hole in the street, and looking at the author's otter, he exclaimed, "Here, mister, what is that supposed to be?" Because they had never experienced watching this sort of strange animal. I hope I'm clear with the chapter. These are your assignment questions. Read the chapter carefully and then watch the video. Thank you. Stay safe, stay in.